Hi, how are you? Welcome to another video in part 2 of Superstar Academy. This is a very important video, one that you may want to watch a few times. It is all about Hostess coaching. What is Hostess coaching? It's just that. It's helping you because you are the consultant, you're seasoned. You know that catalog like the back of your hand. You know about the bundle and saves. You know about all of those things. But oftentimes, especially if you're working with a brand new host, he or she, they don't know any of that stuff. And so your job as a consultant is to help coach that host to have the most successful party possible. Think of it this way. Imagine if you were going to take swimming lessons and you have no idea how to swim, and the instructor shows up and just throws you in the deep end and says, good luck with that, make it back to the edge, okay? Right? Versus if that swim coach, instead of throwing you in the deep end, taught you how to do the back float, taught you how to do the different strokes that there were. See the difference? It's like you're teaching your host how to swim successfully with a Sensi party, rather than just throwing them in and wishing them good luck. And you guys, if you will coach your host, this is why you want to do it. When you will coach your host and coach them effectively, you will have that party will be much higher in sales, which means that you get higher PRV and more commission, and the benefit to the host of them being effectively coached and listen to the things that you say to them is that they are going to have a higher party total, which means they're going to get more free and half price items. So hostess coaching is a win-win situation. Now I'm going to give you a couple of tips when it comes to hostess coaching. Make a system of it. Have a way of doing it. For example, this is my top 10 basket party tips right here. Simple, all in one sheet. And that's what I've learned over the years too when you do hostess coaching. Like, you'll look out there, there are lots of resources. You could put in the Google search bar Sensi hostess coaching book if you wanted or whatever, and it would pull up all sorts of different ideas. But in the past, like, there is this really cute hostess coaching kit thing that was put together by somebody, but honestly it was like 10 pages long. And think about it, like, for you it's exciting as a Sensi consultant, but if you got handed a 10-page kit from another direct seller person that you were hosting a party for, would you pay attention to it? Probably not. Would you read all the things? Probably not, unless you're a reader. That's why I learned, when I put together my top 10, and this will be in your Google Drive, but when I put together my top 10 tips, it's one page, they can read it, and it has everything that they need to know. Now, when you're hostess coaching, don't hostess coach for the minimum. Let them know that to get host rewards, they need to have at least a $200 party, but let them know, I don't want you to aim for that. I want you to aim for the $500 party. Why do we want them to aim for the $500 party? Because that's when the host rewards go to next level of excitement. It's where they're going to get 15% and even more half price items. So you need to know those things so that you can teach them those things. But like I said, let them know about the bundle and save. Let them know about when they fill out order forms. Let them know that you want them to have them completely filled out. Why? So that way you can follow up, or if you have a question about something, you can do those things. Again, I'm going to give you this because I feel like it spells it out pretty good. And then how you want to effectively give that to them, like maybe if it's a first-time host, you can go through things with them. Just point out a few of the details that you wanted to say, okay, I do want you to read this because this will make all the difference, but I'm going to give you my top 3 tips too. Number 1, you need to know about the bundle and save. That is the fastest way that you can get your party total up. Number 2, your sales tax rate is 7.25%, or whatever your sales tax rate is. This is how, do you know how to calculate sales tax? Yes, I do, or no, I don't, and then you can teach them. Okay, finally, third biggest tip that I need you to do, I need every order form filled out. And then what you could do, this would be a personal special, so you would have to communicate it to them one-on-one, not in a public setting, but you could say, if you can get all of your host rewards or all of your order forms completely filled out on the top, I'm going to give you a Sensi bar of your choice, or whatever you want to do. Or if you have something on hand, you can, whatever you have on hand. But I promise you, those order forms completely filled out are golden and will help you when you do your customer follow-up. But if that's what I would do, I would say that part to them, and then I would just make sure that they read this, and then maybe be like, hey, let me know when you read that, and then let me know if you have any questions. But you need to make sure that they understand this. Or like I said, if you want to go through this and set aside some time to do that, you can do that as well. Just figure out a system that works for you and then go with it. Another idea, and this is another thing that I love about having this done, is this is automated. You've done it once and it's finished. You can fine tune and tweak and make adjustments down the road, but now you print out a bunch of these. Every time you have a basket party, you're ready to roll. Another thing that you could do as well, if you wanted to automate and to make sure that you're saying the same information to the same host every time, maybe you shoot a short video of saying basically these same exact things on a video. And then what you could do, so that way you know when you're talking with your host, say, okay, tell me, are you a reader or are you more of a video person? Just ask them those questions, and then you'll know. If they're video, I would still put this in every single one of them, but if they say they're a video person, I would send this, and I would send the video to them as well to watch, just brief. Like I would do under 5 minutes, or they're not going to pay attention to it if you go more than that. So 5 minutes or less, some quick host coaching tips that you would give them to be successful, why it's important. So you need to explain to them what it is, why you're doing it, and why it's important and relevant to them. Okay, and then just give them the tips. And then if you want to let them know too, you can talk about sales tax and tell them what the sales tax rate will be, but then you can also say there's also a form in your party, or there is also a form that I'm going to send you that will have all of that information as well. So letting them know they're hearing it, seeing it on the video, but then they can also go back and quickly reference because they'll know where to look. So my friends, that is Hostess coaching. It's huge, it's important. Automate it, make it a system, and it will be easy. Once you create it once, it's a breeze after that. So I hope that this video was helpful. I'll talk to you later. Bye.